I was at Leeds Carnegie, the 9th tier. And I was coaching students. There would have been hundreds of managers with more experience. So I had to go to the 4th tier of Swedish football, pretty much in the Arctic Circle. Sometimes there is a disconnect between footballers and supporters, because there are highly paid people here and supporters over there, and nothing in between. You have to respect and understand the environment. So I don't think it's a case of taking anything from Ostersund and transferring it to somewhere else. I was used to football supporters hammering me, and I thought my name was Graham Potterboo at one point. Whenever you start a new job, it's always a bit daunting, the unknown. We thought of cultural activities as a way of taking players out of their comfort zone and building team spirit, helping them be braver, and a bit more comfortable in the uncomfortable situations. When you involve the community and that they get interested. Without those experiences in higher education, I wouldn't have been able to do this job. It taught me a more holistic approach and prepared me for the experience of working abroad, where your cultural beliefs are challenged and, sometimes, turned on their head. Football is quite easy when you're doing well and winning games. It's when things aren't so good and they get tough, that's when the character and attitude stand up. The pressure of the Premier League is huge, but so is moving your family across the world to a club where they had sacked the manager every year for the last 5. We are our own worst enemies, and as a coach you can help people recognize that, raise their self-awareness, and then see if they change or do anything about it. I want to take people out of their comfort zones and teach them to rely on their teammates. When it is 1-0 and you have been dominant and you have restricted the home team to pretty much nothing, if you do not score the second goal, then that is football. Any action can happen in the game. People think that coaching is about winning football matches, which, of course, it is, but throughout my career it has also been about helping people become better. More able to deal with life and be more successful in their lives, on and off the football pitch. It was a huge move for me to leave Sweden, because I was really happy there. It was a club we thought we could carry on developing and try to win the league with. And my family were really settled. They're human beings before they're footballers, and it's important to understand how can I help them. What do they need? How can they feel part of this? How can they feel they're improving in their career, because my job is to help them get better, play better football, earn a better contract, whatever it is. I remember doing my first coaching sessions at Macclesfield, when I was still playing, and I was just terrible. I felt really uncomfortable standing in front of people, and it felt very odd. It was not something I was naturally comfortable with at all. I was obviously never good enough to play at a top level, or even anywhere close to that, if I'm being honest. That's the reality.